The Holdovers is directed by Alexander Payne, who directed Sideways, which I did not see, and stars Paul Giamatti, who also starred in Sideways. A cranky history teacher at a remote prep school is forced to remain on campus over the holidays with a troubled student who has no place to go. Seeing the trailers for this movie, I was absolutely hooked. Not only did it look extremely funny and extremely endearing, but it also had this old-fashioned style 70s trailer, 70s film look that I really hoped would carry into the film itself. And it really did, and that's one of the biggest praises that I have for this film. Everything from the shot composition, the color scheme, and the editing looks like you're watching a film that was made sometime around the late 70s or the early 80s, and I really did love how much the film just dived right into the time period that it's set in. I especially love the cinematography and how neat every single composition was, and all of the snowy imagery and all of the cool colors that really did bring out this whole feeling of winter around the holidays, where you just want to snuggle up with a blanket on the couch and watch some good old-fashioned, not the greatest holiday specials, but the holiday specials you love. And the writing of this movie is so good. It is so witty and so sarcastic. Every single line of dialogue that you were supposed to get a laugh at in this movie consistently made me laugh, either by just a chuckle or by legitimately laughing out loud. And the way that each character is written in this film is full of identity and is so fantastic. And while a lot of that is due to the part of the writing, there is a huge chunk that is due to the part of the amazing acting in this film. Paul Giamatti might just give the best performance of his entire career. You can just tell that he is just loving every second he gets to play this drill sergeant type teacher. But as entertaining and funny as he is when he's mean, you can also tell that there is a lot of humanity and history behind his character that turned him into this very grumpy type person that doesn't want the worst for his students, but know they can do better. But the world that they're in just forces them to be as they are so that the money can carry them along. You can tell even early on into the movie that he's not a bad guy. He's just a stern mentor, both to his students and in the way that he talks to his staff. It's such a good character and such a fleshed out personality. Dominic Sessa is also brilliant, possibly even better than Giamatti, as this mischievous yet extremely clever teenager with tons of problems at home. And even though you see just how messed up his home life is as the movie goes on, even early on into the movie when he's just on a phone call with his mother, you see the weight of his past on his face and the pain that he has gone through and the sadness and guilt that he is going through right now in this moment. It's beautiful acting, and it is absolutely Oscar worthy. Divine Joy Randolph is also amazing in the movie. Just like Giamatti and Sessa, her character has so much baggage behind her, but when she is put in this situation with Giamatti and Sessa's characters at odds, she acts as this mediator character, always willing to sort of just butter them up enough to apologize to one another, and it's just an amazing performance, and she always gets her times to shine. And on that note, not only are all of the actors giving it their all in their own individual scenes, but when they come together, they have such a unique chemistry with each other that they truly do feel like a family, and you feel this bond that they create with each other over just 2 weeks. It is some of the most charming, likable, endearing, and oftentimes tear-worthy interactions that I have seen in any film in a while. As for flaws with the movie, even though every single actor, even the supporting cast, give fantastic performances, the supporting characters are sort of all over the place in their importance to the movie. Like, there's this one janitor character in the film that's only in like 3 scenes, and yet he acts with the 3 main characters like he's known them for a while. Maybe he was like more important in maybe the first or second draft and they just kind of forgot to edit him out of the final draft. But either way, even though he's well acted, his importance within the film sort of wanes for me. The same can be said about a lot of supporting characters, especially this one girl that says this character has a crush on. In the middle of the film, there's one scene with them and then she's never brought up again. Yeah, there are some side characters in the film that you could cut out and you would miss absolutely nothing, but honestly, while I was watching the movie, I didn't really care all that much about that one flaw because I was just so invested in the storylines with our three main characters. The acting is amazing, the characters are endearing, the writing is clever, the cinematography is beautiful, and the editing is very old-fashioned. There are a couple side characters that feel out of place at times, but they were so well acted, I didn't really mind them. I feel like one more draft, one more slight tweak to the film, and it would have been perfect. And by that, I legitimately mean perfect. And to see perfection that close, I can't help but love and admire it. I'm gonna give the Holdovers an A+. I don't know, maybe the film just caught me on a good day where I can easily forgive those flaws, but either way, I know I'm going to rewatch this film a bunch, I know I'm going to recommend this film a bunch, and I'm absolutely going to show this film to everyone that I know and love because I know it's that great of a movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best, and don't forget to click subscribe and click that bell icon down below to stay up to date on all things movie, all things TV, all things nerd.